You should not jump to any conclusions based upon our decision. Listen to the facts. I'm not running away from anything.
Developing tonight, Michigan State University Athletic Director Mark Hollis announcing his retirement today. He's now the second official at the university to step down following harsh criticism of the school's handling of sexual abuse allegations against sports doctor Larry Nassar. Hollis said that he doesn't remember ever meeting Nassar and maintains that he knew nothing about the allegations until they were made public in 2016. Now, earlier this week, the NCAA formally opened their own investigation into those allegations and how they were dealt with by Michigan State University. And Congress preparing to investigate the USOC right here in the Springs in the aftermath of that scandal that carried on for decades within Team USA Gymnastics.
And this comes as the head of the USOC, Chief Executive Officer Scott Blackman, apologized to the victims in an open letter. And continuing our coverage tonight, reporter Andy Cohen tells us the women abused by former doctor Larry Nassar have been calling for this investigation. Andy live at the Olympic Committee headquarters downtown with the latest. Andy.
Rob and Elizabeth, there have been two bills introduced in the Congress this week that both call for that same investigation. In fact, one in the House, one in the Senate, and a spokesperson for the Speaker of the House told NBC News they think that the House could vote on their version of the bill as early as next week.
The women of USA Gymnastics abused by former doctor Larry Nassar are calling for accountability from the sport's top leaders.
We need to hold these organizations accountable. USA Gymnastics, United States Olympic Committee, MSU, they need an independent investigation.
Olympic Committee CEO Scott Blackman apologized this week in an open letter to the victims and their families. He recognized that the organization failed to give them a safe opportunity to pursue their sports dreams. But for Raisman, words aren't enough.
We have to get to the bottom of how this disaster happened. If we don't figure out how it did, we can't be confident that it won't happen again.
And that investigation is close at hand. A bipartisan group of female lawmakers in Congress plans to draw up legislation establishing a congressional select committee to scrutinize Team USA's top governing body.
It was reported in the press. It's saying not only did the girls for 20 years, they were reporting the abuse. Not only were they reporting it, but there are reports that there was a cover-up, that they were forced to sign non-disclosure agreements.
On Thursday, Blackman sent a letter to USA Gymnastics demanding the resignation of the entire board of directors. The group responded today saying they would comply with those demands.
And we did reach out to the USOC today for comment. However, we were told that CEO Scott Blackman was unavailable due to a health concern, and a spokesperson for the USOC told us that they were not going to grant any interviews. However, they did provide us with those two letters that Mr. Blackman had released earlier this week. Watching out for you in Colorado Springs, Andy Cohen, News 5.
Andy.